For a new seller like myself, what is a good starting goal for products to send into Amazon for your inventory by the number of items? So we're talking about the number of units. Sometime ago, several months ago, I talked about a selling profit formula here on SML that allows you to take your desired net income and determine how many products you have to sell at a particular profit margin to make that desired monthly net income. So the example that I was using was a $5,000 income. That if you, and this is gross income, it's not after your operating expenses. There's another step that you would have to do, but this is the formula for gross income. That if you want $5,000 of income, you're going to have to, and your profit margin is 25%, you're going to have to sell $20,000 of products. 25% profit margin will realize $5,000 of income. Well, there's also a sourcing profit formula, and this gets down to the question that you're asking here. So again, source how many products at what ROI to earn what income. So if you wanted $5,000 of income, in fact, let's turn this around and start with the income level first. So it will look like this. So I want $5,000 income. I know that my products are averaging 50% ROI. How would you know this? Because you're using a tool like Inventory Lab that'll tell you, for instance, or you're tracking your sales of your products. If I divide that ROI, divide the income by that ROI, I'm going to get the amount that I have to source in products. Now this is dollar amount. Okay, $5,000 income at 50% ROI would be $10,000 of products that you have to source every month to make that $5,000 of gross income. So you're asking in units, and it's a great question here. What's a good number of units to start with? Well, part of it has to do with your expectations, your profit expectation goals. And if you want to make, you're just starting out, so let's say you want to make $1,000 of net profit. That's your first intermediary goal, $1,000 a month. If you're making an average of $5 net profit, you're going to have to divide that into, and this is $5 per unit, you're going to have to divide that into that 1,000, and you're going to come up with 200 units. So that would mean that you'd have to be sourcing 50 units every week. Now they're not going to all sell right at first, right? It's going to take a while, but you'd have to consistently source 50 units every week. That's averaging $5 net profit overall to make your $1,000, and this is in gross income. So that's where your mindset goes. Now, the other part of it is available capital, because if you don't have enough capital to purchase 50 units every week, then you're going to have to start smaller than that. And that's okay, because you can build up to it. So look at your capital, look at your average purchase price. My average purchase price with arbitrage was somewhere around $15, $16. So if I had $1,000 available for me to sell, I would divide that by that $15, $16, and I would end up with, what is that? I don't know the math offhand. Somebody could do the math. I can't think of it there, but I would have, about 75 units that I could purchase. So look at your budget, look at your goal, look at your net profit per unit, or you can look at your, if you're looking at the amount of money you're spending, you would look at your ROI, your average ROI, and start from there. If you're brand new, you're just going to have to sell some products and get a feel for it here.
It used to be said, if you're not online, you're not in business. That's from like 15 years ago. All right. Now it's that if you're not on Amazon, you're not in business.
Regardless of that big dream, you've got to build a foundation. You have to have a business that has cash flow.
You need more cash? Go out and source some more. Shove those products into Amazon. What's going to spit out the other end is profit. It's that simple, isn't it?
Then they start looking at it as, this really is a system. So how can I add more to my system? How can I start to scale this?
That's why this is so integral, each pillar leading up sequentially to that long-term reliable business.
These are the real assets then that somebody who wants to buy a business, this is what they look for.
This is the brand launcher, the career launcher, the income launcher. It's a beautiful thing. And I know you're going to love what this can do for you. You're going to get a vision You're going to get a vision to grow your business, to sell it for a profit, kind of show your pals, your friends, your family.
Yes, you can make $1 million just selling on Amazon alone.